Now, I'm a chartered management accountant, okay, and I keep those letters after my name because they mean something to me. People look at me in a different way. They don't look at me as a victim. They look at me as someone that is credible and they can believe in it because I've got those letters after my name. I don't really do accountancy anymore. This is what I do. This is my purpose. And it's really important for me that everybody feels like they've got those letters after their name, even if they don't have them. They need to be seen as credible, seen as worthy, but equally, more importantly, they need to feel that themselves. And often victims and survivors of crimes, of sexual abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse, we are victims of crimes perpetrated against us through no fault of our own. Yet we are expected to live a life of that impact. And no one seems to care about that, apart from people that work in the sector. Yeah? So, me, Bev, Faye, I forgot your name for a minute, Fatima, all different people in this room, and people that I know and I've worked with, we all try to challenge the narrative around child sexual abuse. We're bringing it out of the shadows and we're going, this happens to at least 1 in 10 people. 500,000 children every single year, according to the Centre of Expertise for Child Sexual Abuse. Yeah. We're not talking about something that happens over there. We're talking about something that is happening to at least 1 in 10 people. So in this room, well, we know there's a lot of survivors in this room, but equally out in a class of 30 children maybe, 3 out of 30 in each and every class is a victim of child sexual abuse. That is staggering. We have spent 8 years on an inquiry that still hasn't implemented its recommendations. I wish I could swear. Why the F not? Yeah, it makes no sense. We spent £186 million, and yet we still haven't got anything tangible to show for it. And yet when we call it out, why are you calling it out? Well, because it needs to be called out. Because we know children and young people are experiencing all forms of abuse right now, either by their parents or extended family, in the family home, in a care setting, in other settings. So it could be educational, it could be sports. It happens in every single setting. And these children and young people and adults, like me, who were not heard, even though we spoke up, we told social care, we told the police, we told our school, we wasn't believed. That is so damaging. So the only thing I'm going to say right now is, for everybody out there, if the only thing you do is to listen to children and young people and actually act upon what they say, you could be saving them a lifetime of trauma impact if they get an earlier intervention. And that is what really is important. But equally, we also know from the work we do that there are millions of adult survivors out there dealing what we've dealt with because they've never been heard, validated, acknowledged, and helped and supported as they deserve to be. So that's all I'm going to say for now. I want to thank each and every one of you for turning up today and listening to everybody. I want to thank all of my speakers for giving what you've given today, because it takes courage to do that. And obviously it adds to what we're trying to share with everybody. And I just truly hope that I'm here in 10 years' time with my 20th anniversary event. So thank you, everybody. Time now for networking, and please put something on my tree. The branches are looking very bare. All right, gang, thank you. Oh, Doug, you're going to make me cry.